Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Now, tomorrow, I think tomorrow I'll do an afternoon taste challenge. However, I might do a double up later today, to count for tomorrow. I have to think about it and see how things go, but I think tomorrow would work. Um, but that's more touch and go. Here we have two Canadian blended whiskeys. This one is a big glass handle bottle. See, I'm holding on to the handle. And I don't know when it was introduced. I know it has a long history, but it's a difficult history to figure out. All right, this is not common in Louisiana. A friend of mine, David, had bought a 750 milliliter bottle at Elio's Wine Warehouse. He had the old label. And he got it for cheap. Now he got it for $5. Now I got this one very inexpensively as well. I priced that so low, I kept telling people that, oh, it's nice. It's embossed on the back, embossed up here. It's got the insignia for the 12-year aged here. I read one article, Gibson's Finest Rare. There is a Finest Sterling also. That's not a 12-year age. It's a different recipe. This one has a shield, a beaver, a deer, two different type of deer. Whiskey made the time-honored way, aged for smoothness and richer taste. Whiskey Fabri, oh, it's in French. Okay, matured and bottled in two different towns in Ontario, Canada. Okay, I've been to Ontario. So here's the neck. All right, I've been telling people about the price I paid, and hold on, I'll be right back. And I said, when I tell people the price, they're going to think it's a lie, but it's no lie, P. That's a lie, Pee Wee. This is no lie. This is not a drill. This is the truth. This big bottle I bought at Savannah Discount, the legendary Savannah Discount. Although lately I think their legend is fading because they don't have the great deals anymore. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. They had this on a display area for $9.99. $9.99 for a 12-year age Canadian blended whiskey glass, 1,750 milliliters. True story. Zach Worm says, if only we could get these whiskeys for the same price you get them up in Canada. That bottle is $69.99 in Canada. I know. I was looking at the Liquor Control Board of Ontario's website, and they had it listed for that. I think at most normal liquor stores in the USA that would carry this, it would be about probably $49 for this big bottle. But $9.99 is like totally beyond the pale of any acceptable form of pricing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how could they sell it for that cheap? It's kind of, if you want to say, suspicious, maybe. All right, now it's got a real cork too. It's not that particle board cork or a rubberized cork. It's a real wooden cap with the maple leaf and a real cork. And this is from William Grant and Sons. These days, it did not start as a William Grant and Sons brand, but they got a hold of it. Now they list it on their website, but they don't have the website for this anymore, which is fine because the website they had for this was worthless. It was no value. It just said, oh, look at our new label. Oh, you know, how about telling me something about the brand? So that they got rid of the website since it was totally a worthless website. Anyway, this is an overview of their brands. Notice it doesn't say an exhaustive list of all the William Grant and Sons brands. And it is William Grant is a family-owned company. Here's their core brands: Glenfiddich, Grant's, the Balvenie, Hendricks, Sailor Jerry, Tullamore DEW, Drambuie, and Monkey Shoulder, an assortment of scotches and rum. what you say, liqueurs. Launch brands. I don't know what that means, launch brands, but I don't know all the marketing jargon, and business jargon. Milagro, Reyka, Salerno, and Air Stone. I know nothing about any of those. Local brands. I don't really understand what that means either. Local brands. Clan McGregor, which I have 2 bottles of. Gibson's, here it is. OVD, Rum, Taboo. Don't know what that means. 3 Barrels and Reynal. That's 2 different names for the same brandy. I bought some of that yesterday. 3 Barrels in England. And over here they sell it as Reynal. Probably a copyright situation. Woods Navy Rum. Know nothing about that. Innovation brands. Hazelwood, Airstone again. Ailsa Bay, Discarded, Verano, Europea, and Fistful of Bourbon. So I guess you could make a YouTube career out of just doing William Grant and Sons brands. You'd never run out. If you just got hooked up on the Glenfiddich, how you gonna run out? All right. Dixie Baseman says, good morning, Ron. My buddy got a sealed bottle of Canadian Club from 1979. He let me have a flask. It's not a bad little whiskey. 42 years ago. Wow. I think it's changed a little bit in the last 42 years, though. I bet you that bottle says 86.6 proof. All right. So here's the Gibsons. I wasn't thrilled with this. I'm going to tell you the truth. Whoops. I poured way too much. Damn. I thought it was okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the holdups, y'all. This thing poured out much faster than I expected. Okay, I wasn't too thrilled with this one. If this is their best, I hate to see their worst. But anyway, I found it was bitey, had kind of a harsh bite. I didn't pour too much back. It was kind of, it wasn't too smooth. But some people like it. Is it a big seller? No. I mean, you don't see it around too much. Crown Royals is the big seller, right? Canadian Gold, introduced in 1982, aged 3 years. There's the crown for the government of Canada, Queen Elizabeth II. Canadian Gold, varies light. I didn't find it particularly light. Canada's finest. Yeah. It's bottled in New Jersey by Laird and Company. I don't know when they acquired this brand. I couldn't tell you. I don't think they developed it. I don't think they introduced it. But they own it now. They don't produce it. They don't have Laird's has no distilleries in Canada. They simply contract with somebody, say, look, here's Canadian Gold. This is the recipe that we got when we bought it from another company. We found the recipe on a piece of loose leaf paper folded up in a shoebox. You say, no, they don't do it like that. Well, I don't know. When you read about Schlitz beer, you think that they might actually do that. Okay, well, actually, incredibly, I poured it exactly even. And you can see the Canadian, the Gibson's Finest is much darker. Well, probably after 12 years, it might get a little color, although these are used barrels, so you're not going to get much color in the second, third, fourth running of the barrel, but or usage of the barrel, but golly, they might be adding caramel color to it, which is allowed. That one's just straight up gold. All right, Canadian Gold. I paid $9.99 for that 750 milliliter bottle. Okay, so I paid $9.99 exactly plus tax for both products. I got them both in Jefferson Parish. Got the Gibsons on the west bank of the Mississippi River and Canadian Gold on the east bank. I've seen Canadian Gold exactly one place in my life, at that store, Total Wine and More. And I don't think I've ever seen Gibsons anywhere else except for Savannah Discount Although Discount Depot might have it, and I just didn't want it, because I already had it. Now, $9.99 is the normal price for the Canadian Gold. And like I told you earlier, $9.99 is an extremely abnormally cheap price for Gibson's Finest Rare. Hey, look, I don't answer for these things. I just see them and I buy them. That's all I do. I don't really like do any research when preparatory to buying these things. It's just I see it and I say, oh, well, now if I decide to buy it at a later time, I might research it. You see, just for curiosity's sake. Okay, here we go. Dawn Busters. This is the last of the Canadian whiskeys in this tournament. Canadian Gold has done pretty well. Hadn't won them all. Certainly hadn't lost them all. I got it wrong a few times. Not too many times, though. Then we going into Irish whiskey starting tomorrow, or like I say, later today if we double up and then don't do one tomorrow. But Tullamore DEW versus the other 5 Irish whiskeys I've got. I think that's going to be a great tournament. I can't wait. I mean, I have to wait, but you know that's an expression. But I think it's going to be exciting. Don't forget Stout Sunday this morning at 10:30 Eastern Time on John and Neil A's Georgia Beer Reviews channel. Unless he doesn't want to do it again, and I end up doing it. But I got a feeling he's going to want to do it. All right. Sweet corn. Yeah, little wood. Sweet corn, little wood. Okay, on aroma. Curiously. On aroma, no, not really picking up an appreciable difference. I mean, yeah, there's differences, but it's so minimal that it would be a waste of time just to get into it. And I've already wasted time. No, I haven't. Well, I did waste time with the few things I was doing in the kitchen and all with it, but otherwise, I don't think I was wasting time. All right, taste. After we do the Tullamore, then I've got the Glenlivet 12-year versus everybody. Oh, man, that's going to be a great one. That could be tough. Those are going to be rough, tough, and exciting. Rough and tough. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge. Let me tell you now. I don't know what the Dewar's 12 is going to do. I think I tasted it at my friend David's house, and I liked it. No. I tasted it up the street. A guy used to live there. They were living there temporarily, and he wanted me to try it. And I liked it, but tasting it one time is hard to really base much on that. It's not impossible. It's just hard. Yeah, well, yeah, Dewar's 12. And when I tell you the price for that, you're going to think I'm lying again. But it is no lie. This is the Canadian Gold. I can tell it's got that weird vanilla, cotton candy, black licorice. I don't know what it's got. Cashew oil. I mean, it's bizarre. If you could take this bottle and taste it and tell me what you're tasting and get it right, I'd be impressed. I'd be so very impressed, because what I'm telling you, I know it's not right, but I don't know what else to say. I can't really describe it. So this is the CG. It's going to say CG on the tag, Canadian Gold. Yep, and I didn't even taste the other one yet. Shows you how different Canadian Gold is from the rest of the world. What's grooving, Ronsky? Is he sleep talking, says Beer Hounds Reviews? I wasn't sleep talking because I had to close my eyes because they were different shades and I didn't want to ruin the challenge. Okay, so that's Canadian Gold. It's very strange and it's unique. I've never tasted anything exactly like it. Now, well, Caliber Canadian is somewhat like it. as I found out when I got it confused. You ever try Canadian Club Rye? No, no, no. But I know where to find it, and I do plan to buy it. It's on my to buy list. It is on my to buy list. Have you ever? Oh, the whiskey snobs' heads are going to explode, says the Dixie bass man. The Glenlivet 12 year is highly underrated, in my opinion. Well, I guess the whiskey snobs don't watch this channel because they probably know about it and they're like, I don't watch his stinking channel. He drinks Four Loko. Well, first of all, I don't drink Four Loko. I did a review of it. All right. So you would have to have a child's mentality if you think I drink Four Loko of any flavor on a regular basis. I mean, most people would sense, they could see that. I'm just trying it as a review, okay? And then I'm moving on. But people get fixated and, you know what I'm saying? They get like fixated. That's the word. They get hung up on things. And I haven't really had good relationships with the whiskey snobs. And it's not because I hate them. I don't hate anybody. And I like their channel and I watch their channel and I'll make comments. They usually won't respond. And if they do, it'll be like, oh yeah, okay. Because it's like, you know, look, we're up here doing the big time whiskeys. We're important people and we got a lot of important things to do, you know. And then they'll say you can get on Patreon and give to my channel and buy a t-shirt, but whatever. And so they don't really have time with the ilk, you know what I'm saying, the little people. But that's fine. I could watch the channel. But like y'all say, they're so pretentious, you know, kind of turns your stomach in a way. But I don't care if they're pretentious. I don't care if they're hoity-toity, halloi polloi, big shots and everything. It's funny to watch the channels because they hate everything they try, you know. It's like could be the most expensive Glenfiddich brand, you know. They'll say, well, my uncle gave it to me as a gift. It's $600 a bottle. And I'm like, yeah, I know you didn't buy it. But and they talking about, well, it's okay. You know, it's all right. If you're slumming it, it's tolerable. And I just like to watch that because, you know, the whole thing is phony. You know, they're just trying to establish that they have this unthinkably developed taste palette. Naturally, they have a certificate and they'll be the first to show it to you. But anyway, they're fun to watch. I like watching those channels. But like I say, they're not watching channels like this. You know, they don't have time for that kind of stuff. Thoughts on Jack Daniels? You have t-shirts. And no, I don't sell t-shirts. I don't sell swag and I don't ask people to give me money. You know, it's not like if you contribute to this channel, guys, I'll buy more stuff. You know, hey YouTube, how's it going, guys? All that false friendship stuff. I guess I have an eye for that. You know, I can kind of pick up on that very quickly. Don't like it. I do not like it at all. That kind of approach. That old chummy, let's be friends, old guys, and give me money. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe kind of thing. Nah, that doesn't suit me too well. I like Jack Daniels. Notice I didn't say I loved Jack Daniels. I say I like it. I think Jack Daniels is kind of like the Budweiser of whiskey, that it's an easy target. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows it's like a basic product because it's $22 a bottle. And everybody knows it's not the top of the line, gourmet, everything. But I think, like, you know, you all talking about the whiskey snobs, I think that is a perfect example because they'll spend all this time, you know, telling you how terrible it is. You know, oh, it tastes like airplane glue. And they'll use all these really pejorative, terrible terms, you know, like about excrement and things. And it's like, nah, man, it's none of those things. All right. It does not taste like airplane glue. it's maybe kind of ho-hum, kind of ordinary, but it's still fun to watch those videos, as ridiculous and outrageously foolish as they are. And then they'll brag about, oh, I got all these subs. Look at all this. They'll bring it up. Like they'll literally bring it up on their channel. I got 65,000 subs. Great. Funny thing is, you don't really have that many views. If you start looking into their details, it's like, well, if you have all these subs, well, why do you have like less views than me? And I'm not promoting my channel. I'm saying, well, I got 13,000 something subs and I got more views than you. And I've been on the YouTube about the same amount of time. So it's like, are you paying somebody to pull in a crowd? I mean, it's like, it's making you wonder, that kind of stuff. You start to think, it's kind of a strange mismatch. They probably hate watch and talk about it on Discord. I've had people who hate gospel music troll mine and my friends' pages that way for years. Yeah, they got a lot of like psychopaths, but social media attracts that type of thing. Psychopath, sociopathic people. Because it like allows them to be anonymous and be content to be a jerk. So it's just the nature of it. They don't have the guts to be what they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they wouldn't be hiding in back channels. If they had a problem, they would go on somebody, like literally use their real name and face and go on and say what they got to say. Oh, no, they're not going to do it. G and JK say, you shouldn't call other reviewers fooling, Ron. It makes you look foolish thinking you're better than these other people. Is this a review or a gripe against other YouTubers? It's none of those things. It's an answer to a question. And I didn't say I was better than them. I never claimed to be. Who said I was? And furthermore, I said I like to watch the channels. So I don't know why you're saying that. It seemed like you got the axe to grind in a way lately. But I don't know who you are, G and JK. I'm not saying like you need to tell me who you are. I'm saying I just don't know who you are. All right, so I'm not jealous. Let's say one of those channels I'm describing had 200,000 subs and 10 million views, and they made a whole bag full of money every day. Would I be jealous? No, I wouldn't be. Would I have any kind of like existential anger or jealousy or axe to grind with them? No, not in any way. But on the other hand, I can say what I want about it, just like you can and I can, or anyone can. So no, this is a review, but I told you it's not going to be much of a challenge because there's no challenge here. Okay. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. All right. I could do a 5-minute video. Say this one tastes like weird flavors, spun sugar, and black licorice. All right. So this one is more standard. Okay. Oh wait, this wasn't a review anyway. It's a taste challenge. Oh yeah, you're the one that said that my reviewing scale was broken. It was not broken at all. I defended my point too very well, I thought. This tastes like wood. Okay, it's not as bitey as I thought, but now remember, and to be fair, I said when you do a whiskey against one, it'll taste different against the other one, and taste different against the third one, and taste different against the fourth, and taste different against the fifth and the sixth, and so on. So they don't always taste the same. Got to take that into account. But it is wood. It's aged 12 years, so this is a hard one to evaluate. It's not hard to taste challenge. That's a snap. That's nothing. There's no way you're going to confuse these two. That's not going to happen. But now the question is, which one's better? Hard to say. It's obvious that this one here is more, if you want to say, aberrant. It's non-standard. You would never use this as any, if somebody said, what does Canadian whiskey taste like? You would not use this as an example. It would be a terrible decision to use that as an example. On the other hand, aberrant and unusual flavors does not mean bad. It's not bad. I like it. I actually literally like the flavor, as strange as they are. Okay. This one could be more standard. Like, although I think the person might think it's a little bitey. Has the 12 years really mellowed it out? No, not necessarily. But it's not terrible. I never said it was terrible. Actually, I think I gave it a B in subsequent follow-ups. I just wouldn't pay $69. In fact, I wouldn't pay $49 for it. I paid $9.99. That's an incredibly low price. It's an unusually low price. Am I satisfied with it? I guess I'm satisfied with it, and I have a lot left to drink of it. You know, look how much I have left. So I mean, I got to deal with it. You know, it won't be too traumatic, you know, to deal with. And I'm going to enjoy the strange nature of Canadian Club. I like it, and I'm going to enjoy it. So that's it. So I don't feel bad for answering the question in a detailed response. I don't. Someone what you say, broached the topic, and I answered it. And I think you joined mid-range and you got the wrong idea. Well, that happens, you know, because they buy their subs, says the Dixie Baseman. I have that feeling. I had one of them tell me that he did. Like, to my face, tell me that he paid a service to get subs. Did I care? No, I didn't care. Did it bother me? Didn't bother me at all. Did I think that was the case all along? Yes. That's why I asked the question. Wish I'd asked on air and recorded it. I could back it up, but it's the truth. I'm not here to lie. Which YouTuber are you talking about? I'm not going to say. Live streaming is as close to real life, except you can't slap someone. Right. I'll do it for you. No, I don't. People say, I bet you regret what you say. Sometimes I don't really regret it. I might regret the tone or something like that, but I can't go back, like going back through YouTube and Facebook all these years, over 10 years. I can't say I really regret what I said with things, or that I actually denounced what I said, because I actually believed everything I said. You know what I mean? Like, I literally believed it. Of course, sometimes you could say it in a more measured way, careful way, or, you know, generous way, you know, like less hostile or whatever, or fiery. I don't want to say hostile, but I can't really retract it, because that would be the lie, saying, well, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't say that. I can only say I'm sorry for the tone. That's the word I was looking for. Can't really say I'm sorry for the content, because that would be a lie. I'm not here to lie, you know. You can't always delete the stream when it's over. That's right. But I don't feel comfortable doing that either, because then it's like you're trying to create your own reality. You know what I mean? It's like, well, let me just delete some of this because it might look bad. I don't like that idea either. So who's the winner here? It's hard to say. There's no real winners or losers. It's just like two presentations. Could I tell them apart? Oh, yes. Are they worth buying? I think so. Are they going to change your world and make you think differently about whiskey? Oh, I don't believe so. Well, maybe the Canadian Gold. All right. Thanks for watching this video production.